an audience, usually a congregation. I've told some of them quite a few times, but I doubt I've ever told exactly the same story twice. Recite the story before you tell it, so that you know the material but never feel completely bound by the text. Think about how to engage the audience with sounds or actions in which they can participate. The easiest way of getting the audience to join in with these sounds or actions is to go over them with the audience before the story starts. Be very explicit about your cues. If a designated response is to follow each time you say a particular phrase, make sure the phrase is short and memorable, and once you've taught it to the audience, stick to it. Similarly, you might include a visual cue so that the audience makes a designated noise every time you put your hand to your ear. Suggestions for actions and sounds follow each story, and they are given in a section titled Ideas for Telling the Story. You may have additional ideas for sounds and actions, and you should feel free to use your own ideas and to follow your instinct. Some stories are also difficult to hear, especially the story of Jesus' death. You will want to think carefully about your audience to discover the best way of sharing anything that's difficult for them. Apart from two wide-ranging composite stories, all the stories related in this book are based on short passages in the New Testament. The references are given so that you can easily look up the text if you wish to do so. Get out there and get telling, and enjoy yourself. Story 1. Mary and the Angel. Based on Luke chapter 1, verses 26 through 38. Ideas for telling the story. When Mary looks around at the hills at the beginning and the end of the story, and for where the voice is coming from, all look around. At the mention of the brightness of the light, everyone can shield their eyes. Mary sat in her garden. She looked around at the hills. Apart from the groves of olive trees, the hills were bare, and the soil was dry. But she thought in just a few months, they would be carpeted in beautiful, brightly colored flowers. The air was beginning to warm up after the winter, and she could sense new life coming into the world. She got a tingle up her spine as she breathed in the fresh spring air and thought of the long days of summer that were coming. Mary. Mary looked around. She was sure someone had said her name, but there was no one there. Mary. There it was again. It was a quiet voice, but it contained great power. It made her feel loved and afraid and happy and sad, all at the same time. She looked around again, but there was still no one to be seen. Then, all of a sudden, a bright point of light appeared before her. The light grew in size. Mary stared at the light. It was frightening, but somehow she knew she was safe. The light became so bright that it was hard to look at it, and when Mary did manage to look, she could catch a glimpse of some sort of figure, maybe human, but maybe not. The figure, in the light, or maybe made of light, bowed. "Greetings, favored one," he said. "The Lord God is with you, and has sent me with a message for you." Mary had no idea what to say, and no idea what this greeting might mean. What did it mean that God Himself was with her? Why had God sent an angel to her? The angel's name was Gabriel, and he spoke again. "Do not be afraid, Mary. You are very special to God. You will give birth to a son, and call him Jesus. He will be God's own son. He will be a great king, the greatest that there has ever been." "How can this be?" gasped Mary.